Hey, crystal blessings, everybody. It's Hibiscus Moon with hibiscusmooncrystalacademy.com. Hola. I have not done a vlog video like this in a really long time. I used to do these privately. I've been on YouTube, feels like forever. I just noticed the other day because I had to check for something. I don't remember what my sign up date on YouTube was, and it was January of 2007. So that's a pretty long time. I don't know how long YouTube's been around, but I was probably at the beginning somewhere, and I hadn't realized how long I've been on. And like others have said, it was really fun in the beginning, and there's this cool little community going on. And I was really getting into my spiritualism at the time and exploring different paths and things and finding little different pockets of communities. And yeah, then they changed. And I noticed people saying all the time, oh, it's changed, it's different, it's different. And I tend to wonder, like, does everybody think that when they first get involved? Because the community that you have in anything is going to cycle and change. So there might be communities developing now or that are at their peak right now, and everybody's having a blast and thinks it's the best thing ever since sliced bread. And then a year from now, everybody in that community is going to be saying, it changed, it's not the same anymore. Well, things change and grow. That's just the cycle of life. So I used to do those vloggy type videos, but keep them private and just send them to my friends. Some of you might remember that. And my main #1 reason for doing that was I was a school teacher at the time. And for those of you who are teachers out there know, especially when they get into the teenager land, you want to keep a real firm boundary there between your personal life and getting involved in the teenagers that you teach lives, because they can get really blurred real fast because they don't understand and they want to get really involved. And anyway, so that was my reasoning for that. But now I no longer do that, so I don't have to keep them private anymore. And I really felt like I had a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. And I have a bulletin board back there. You can probably see of all these ideas in blue and green of videos that I need to do. And I have not been able to get to them. They're there in the back of my mind. Plus, I have a whole bunch of new video equipment over here staring at me, I shouldn't say bothering me, but it's like this, looking at me like, come on, when are you going to get going with this? And these weren't the types of topics that I really wanted to do. When I'm thinking my first video, like really, if I can work this out with this stuff, is the first video shoot that I will do, if I can figure out how to do it, is my new sacred space design. And right now it's a mess, and I usually never keep it that way. And the reason for that is today was like a sick day for me. I wasn't sick like with a cold, but I was up all night with an issue, and I'm not going to go there because TMI, you don't want me to go there. So I decided at close to 7 a.m. this morning that today was going to be a sick day. And even though I had designated it a sick day, and I was going to do nothing but watch Dog the Bounty episodes downloaded on Netflix, because they're taking it off of Netflix tomorrow. But anyway, I digress. I did still end up coming in and doing some work for a couple hours, but thankfully I had a crystal healing scheduled for today, which I have not had done for me in so long, way overdue. And you know my spot for that, you all know, is my floor aura. And it was divine timing that it was scheduled for today. However, it was not going to play out like I thought it was going to play out. It ended up, we switched things up when I got there. And instead, I got to experience some new things that Jolie had at the shop. So I'll talk about that in a second. But I want to get back to my thought on, and this is just a random, if you haven't figured out by now, vloggy vlog of just whatever comes into my head. Oh, and I got some new stuff. I'm getting ready for a ancestor connection meditation with my crystalline cohorts, and this is a really nice piece of shattuckite, and this is mine. It's not for sale or anything, And it's just gorgeous, and I'll talk more about that in the class and the live event. And this is my personal piece of snowflake obsidian. And this is my personal Merlinite Cabochon pendant. Merlinite is an agate, and it's a black and white agate. And I really like this with the darker vein it has in the middle there. Okay, and then some other little guy that I set aside because I had a big bag of quartz points that I always keep handy because I use them for gifts and things and give them to people when I think they need them and stuff. And this one's an extra special guy because he's, first of all, he's super clear. Look at the facets on him. He's really nicely shaped and just, oh my gosh, crystal clear like a piece of glass. Just, we call this water clear. Okay, but what's really nice is he has a very well-formed time link. And I hope I can get that on the camera. It's a parallelogram. It's right there. A facet that is a parallelogram. And this is really not the right camera to show you this, but hopefully the light is catching that facet and you can see it. It's like a diamond that's been squished. Can you see him right there? Parallelogram. You guys remember geometry? Well, if you don't, open up another window in Google and look up parallelogram. And that's a time link. Okay, but I'm not going to get into all that stuff right now. So back to cycles. Okay, so it's almost autumn equinox. And for me, the equinoxes and the solstices, I don't know if I'm saying those correctly, carry a lot of importance. I really like to follow the earth-based spiritualism, and for me, that's what I call it. So I'm really into source energy and very open into all kinds of paths. I mean, if it calls to me and it sounds right, I'm into it. Okay, so I have no affiliations or anything like that. But anyway, so the earth-based cycles are really important to me. So the equinoxes and the solstices are really prominent events. So the equinox, it's happening tomorrow, and I actually didn't officially look it up. I believe it's tomorrow. Do I have my calendar around here? No. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. It's usually the 21st. Sometimes it falls on the 20th, sometimes the 22nd. But for us here in the northern hemisphere, it's autumn equinox, and for you in the southern hemisphere, it's spring equinox. And so the days and nights are equal in length. So we have this balance of energies, the yin yang and feminine masculine energies, and stones that I like to use, and I was going to bring them over here but I forgot, are usually moonstone and pyrite, or moonstone and sunstone, something that really represents the sun. Amber also really represents the sun. Moonstone and selenite are usually the go-to stones for moon representations, but for me it's really moonstone. And so I like to usually use those two stones, at least for the autumn equinox. And also, the autumn equinox is a time of Thanksgiving. Okay, so those of you that follow pagan paths, you know all about this. I don't need to tell you all of this. But as far as Thanksgiving in the United States, and there's a Thanksgiving holiday in Canada, and I don't know a lot about the one in Canada, but the one in the United States I do know a lot about, because even though I was a physics and science teacher, I made sure I taught this to my students every year around the autumn equinox, because it was the most likely date of the original Thanksgiving in the United States, not the date that we use in November, which was moved around for economic reasons and presidents moved it around and stuff. But the original Thanksgiving dinner, if you could call it that, which was more like probably a 3-day event with the Wampanoag people, occurred most likely around autumn equinox, because that's when they would give thanks for the bounty that they had. So I'm getting, okay, so here's the thing about cycles. So I really am liking the cycles right now. And I realized, wow, I'm really into it this year. In the past couple years, I wasn't. Like, I didn't have time. I was working crazy hours, 80+ hours a week with my 2 you know, my business, Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy, and before that it was selling the crystals on Etsy for 3 years and always teaching full time. And people that say that teaching, oh, you know, easy job because you get the summers off. Yeah, the summers are off, but when you're in it, it is far from easy. It's a major energy drain, major. You need that summer off. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure that was the reason why for a couple of years there, kind of got away from it. But some years I'm really into paying attention to the solstice and the equinox. And this year I really felt the need. So I bought a few things to get ready and to dress up my altar. And in my head I was going to show you everything that I had, but I realized I don't know when I'm going to, I hope I get this on YouTube tonight, but everything's really a mess around here right now and you don't really want to see it. So I have my stuff there and I'm really excited about the fact that that has been rekindled in me. So I realize I'm going through cycles too. I go through cycles with all kinds of things. I go through cycles regarding meditation practice. I go through cycles regarding other aspects of spirituality. I go through cycles with fitness and nutrition, and I go through cycles with decorating my house. Sometimes I'm like really into like, oh yeah, this is cool, and I can't stop. And then sometimes I just don't even care, and I'll go through like a couple years. And the cycles kind of last a while with me. But anyway, so I just noticed, you know, just like Mama Earth, just like the cosmos, just like the universe, just like everything, there are cycles. So maybe we don't need to get hard on ourselves if we're not into meditating at this very moment and we're not into the spirituality at this very moment, as long as you're not harming yourself. Like if you're supposed to be exercising and eating certain types of foods to maintain your health, then you know, make sure you're doing that. I mean, it is hard. You're going to go through cycles where you're really gung-ho, and then you're going to go through parts where you're just like, so sick of this. But I think as long as you're not harming yourself or harming anyone else, the cycles are okay. You know, they're, I think, a part of the natural flow. So just something I realized. Okay, so I went and did my crystal healing. Geez, I don't want this to get too long because you're going to get bored and you're just going to be like, whatever. Oh, this is my new favorite coaster. A nice slice of agate. Isn't that cool? Whoa, it's a quartz. It's got all kinds of, well, that's what agate is. It's quartz. And you'll often see these dyed, very vibrant colors, but this is the natural colored agate. I don't go for the dyed pieces. And there's just like little sticky things on the bottom to keep it in place. So I change out my coasters, but that's my nice coaster now. All right, so what is up? Oh, this bracelet, I just want to show you really quick, is a bracelet from 8 Energies. Really nice Amazonite and lava stone, and their little 8 Energies insignia there. And so 8energies.com, I think, is the name of it. And that's my new amethyst ring that I got. If you're interested in knowing who made that, I can't remember the name of the person I get all my rings from, but she's on Etsy. But anyway, all right, so I went to my Flora Aura and so many wonderful things. Oh, and this is my gyno, and she's the best gyno in the world. Sorry, guys, if you don't like hearing about that stuff, but her name is Dr. Sam, and she is doing a 5K safe walk run for women in distress. She runs this whole thing and heads it up, and she's the best gyno in the whole world, and her office is like a spa. And so if you'd like to help donate for her 5K walk run, you see the website there at the bottom. Okay. And there it is. And Elite is the name of her office. Okay. That's that. And I just got, this is just a mishmash, guys. A whole bunch of stuff here. Stopped off at my P.O. box, and this came in the mail, so I'm excited to try this out. This is from a friend of mine. And the name of her shop is Essential Alchemy. And I love her slogan, I compose music for your nose. And She sent me a little vial, and I believe because we had talked about something she was coming up with, she does only natural perfumes, really, really natural, because I can't do synthetic at all. I'm allergic to all that stuff. But I believe, and I might be wrong, Amanda, you'll have to let me know, that this was a third eye blend, so I'm going to be trying that during meditation. And she's got a website too, and it's essentialalchemy.com. Okay, but this is not a plug video. Sorry. I wanted to just get into some stuff here. All right, so I went to do my session for my crystal healing, and Jolie started showing me different parts of the shop because she's always changing the place. And she got all kinds of new stuff in there, and it's packed with beautiful things, but it's not so overpacked that it's chaotic or kind of like the energy is like, ugh. It's not like that at all. So it's beautiful. In fact, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I have a couple videos on my channel if you want to check it out. But I have to go back and do more because now she has more stuff. So I went into her Reiki yoga space, and she showed me the new diamond room, which intrigued me. And just to tell you, oh, my lights just went on. Just to tell you a little bit about it. Fairy lights make me so happy. It doesn't take much. Goodness, that totally made me lose my train of thought. Okay, the diamond room. It's geometrically perfect 5-sided room. Not sort of like a shortened Isis shape, or more like what they depict a diamond looking like from the side. Okay, and that's the shape of the room. And within the walls of the room, when she was having it built, she put crystals, all kinds of various crystals in the walls, and mandalas in the walls. And there's glitter on the walls and beautiful crystals, and there's a massage table in there, and they'll do crystal healings in there, but I just used it as a meditation space. And she said you will get downloads of things to write. So here's a pad of paper, and they have it all set up in the room and everything. And I didn't think so. Automatic writing, I was like, I don't know. I've never really done that. Well, I wrote something really, really profound, and from that session. It was 45 minutes that I just got to lay in that room. And first of all, I'm very energetically dense. I say that all the time. I don't have the gift of picking up energies easily. It's something I have to work and work at, and I don't work at it enough and practice it enough to really make it, you know, build it up, which you can do. But anyway, I was feeling all the tinglies immediately when walking into that room. And then the profound message that I got, let me see if I can remember it now. Oh, yeah. Okay, watch what you put into your mouth and watch what comes out of your mouth. And I know that may have been said in some ways, maybe somewhere before. I recall that I might have heard that, but not quite put the same way. And it's so meaningful and profound for me because the issues that I had with me having to have a quote-unquote sick day today had to do most likely with what I've been putting into my mouth and not watching that closely enough. And I really need to watch what's coming out of my mouth these days. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm putting that out there into the universe because that's something I really need to work on. And maybe this is a message for some other people out there too, and it can help some of you out there too. So Jolie also had taken this picture of a mandala she painted. She gets channelings and things like that. And there's some really profound words on the back of this. So she gave me that to work on. And also I think that's a cool idea is that it says at the bottom, you can charge your water on this mandala. And so, you know, maybe I will put that right over my coaster and put my water on that. And then after that, I will have to do video of this. I went and did what's called, and oh, I don't have it in front of me, the name of it. I think it was 500 crystal foot soak, something like that. And it was absolutely amazing. Next time I go, I'll have to take video of this. There was 500 tumbled stones in the bottom of, you know, one of those foot soak things, and special scents and herbs and bath salts. And she asked me, well, what do you want to work on? And then we both kind of decided at the same time that I needed to work on releasing to help with this issue that I'm having. So I didn't know which stones she had chosen for that. She, again, said this was channeled information and which stones to put into the bath. And I think there was 5 different stones, but there was 500 total in the tub. So it was just filled, filled, filled. And I get in there, and they were Amazonite and smoky quartz, I think black tourmaline and clear quartz, and maybe something else, but mostly a lot, what drew my eye was the blue in there with all the gray and everything. And look at this. It's exactly what's on this bracelet, right? Cool stuff. Okay, then I meant to wear this for this video. I'll put it on. I bought this there tonight. It's an amethyst choker. I got way too much stuff on right now. I usually don't like to wear all this stuff. Chaotic. I normally probably, and you know, you do whatever, but this is like a crochet necklace with all these amethyst beads. Would probably wear the amethyst ring with this. Oh, can I show you my t-shirt? I don't know where Topaz is right now. She should be around for that. All right, so that, she put in a cute little Halloween bag. And what else did I get? Oh, I got these gem sprays that she made because I have not had time to sit and make my own gem sprays, and I have a whole cabinet in my kitchen dedicated to making those things up, and I really need to make some more. But this was one that I need lately. This is called Awaken Up and Alive, and there's stones in the bottom, and she makes these, and it's definitely got peppermint oil in it. Whew, and I think lavender, and that will wake me up for a shiz. Okay, what else? Oh, and I bought her book, The Second Big Shift Beyond 2012. That's Jolie, the name of the person who owns My Flora Aura, and love her to death. And I really, really connected with this book. All kinds of pretty color pictures of mandalas that she paints, but lots of information, written information. Because we started talking about Atlantis, and I have my own views on Atlantis and Lemuria and stuff, and apparently she told me that it matched up perfectly with what she wrote in this book, so I had to get the book. All right, what else did I want to talk about? I've been really feeling like I need a lot of grounding lately, so my black tourmaline is never far away, and I've been having that right here, and all kinds of exciting stuff going on right now. Today was the first day for the opening up of my scholarship, and I decided I was really drawn, don't know why, intuitively drawn to doing 2 scholarships this time. I don't think I'm going to do it every single time we open up the course, but I really felt like right now we needed to give away 2. So we're going to do 2 of those, and you can check out my blog to find out all the details on that. And what else? Oh, I'm using my earthing mat. This just sounds like a plug, but I think these are things you guys want to know about. I'm using my earthing mat underneath my keyboard and mouse right now. You can't really see it, but I'll do another video for that. And it's really been helping a lot. I can really feel the difference. I feel so much better because there is, whether I try to control it or not, we have what do you call it? The internet, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Too much stuff packed in my brain. I can't think of it. The wireless, the Wi-Fi. Even if I turn mine off, like for a while there I had it on a timer and would turn it off so that it wasn't on at night when we were sleeping and all that. When I check our signals, we live in you know, basically suburban / city. Everybody's got Wi-Fi. So even if I turn mine off, I've got 5 other people's Wi-Fi radii crisscrossing over my house. So there's no getting away from it for me. I don't know, unless you guys have a suggestion, you're always good with giving me suggestions and learning and stuff like that. So I think that's everything. Oh, and if you're a crystalline cohort, you know also this was another big week because we have just opened up our private crystal cave. But I don't want to bore you guys too much with that because crystalline cohorts and don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. But I do think it was kind of funny because on my business Facebook page for the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy, I posted a picture of the caves in Mexico, the selenite caves, the gypsum caves in Mexico. And, you know, it was like one of those copyright-free pictures, you know, that's no rights or royalties or whatever. Excuse me. And I just posted a cryptic little message that only the crystalline cohorts would understand. I guess. I didn't think it was cryptic at the time, but I said, hey, grab your lanterns and your hard hats, something like that. We're going into the cave. It's open just for us. Meet you over there. And people were posting, oh, cool, fun, whatever. And then people at the end were saying, what? How did you get to go in the cave? That's dangerous. You have access to the cave. And I don't know, maybe they were being sarcastic and kidding. I didn't respond to those questions because I didn't know how to take them and if they were at face value or not. Either way, it was going to sound kind of snarky, so I just left it alone. I thought it was kind of funny and cute. Okay, guys, so I think that's everything, and I think that's long enough. I don't want to go on for too long. I could go on forever and ever. I feel like I'm just talking to my buds, but all right. So I'll talk to you all soon. Namaste. Mwah. Bye.